Hi everybody and welcome to the very first Circle Jerk podcast. We never revealed the name, but hey, there you go. That's kind of why we wanted it as a surprise, and yeah, Circle Jerk podcast. That's what we are. We're not actually doing that though. We should probably clarify that.
We're in separate rooms.
Yes. Not doing that.
I can already imagine that someone's tuned in going, oh, I'm a brand new podcast, let's check these out now. And they're going, Circle Jerk podcast. Okay, let's leave. Let's hear it once and that's it. They're done. It's game over.
So, right, okay. We haven't recorded this before. We were having a bit of a chat beforehand. But I think we should probably discuss a couple of things. Okay? So, Dave.
Uh-huh.
You, my dear boy, had a challenge set to you when you hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I told you I was going to bring the topic of conversation to this, and I have. I pulled it off excellently. So Dave, tell us a little more about this challenge that you've been set.
Right. So I basically went on to the Snellen fuck's sake, stream. And we were just, going back and forth like we were on your stream. And basically we were just talking about ideas of what to do at the 500 subscriber mark. And then he said, oh, why don't you do the Ghost Pepper Challenge? I've never really heard of it before. And I thought, okay, well, let's just have a look at that. And I thought, okay, fuck it, let's do it. And he goes, oh, do it at 500? I went, no, if I'm going to cause some pain, I'm going to want to make sure it's at 1,000. So we're having a little joke, and me being me, sort of a similar way this got started, actually. It was like a little bit of a, not a joke, but it was kind of a thing where we're like, oh, yeah, sure. Then I just went, no, let's fucking do it. And it's starting to snowball slightly, so hopefully by the time I've hit 1,000, I've trained my taste buds, if you would, for the chili. I've already got them with me, and they look fucking vile.
Yeah. For example, I saw the picture on Twitter.
Dude, like, the package came, I opened it, and my eyes started watering just smelling it. It stunk through the packaging.
What, ghost peppers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had one. They're fucking horrible.
and Dave,
you're more of a man than me, man.
Dave, may I add, it's probably not your taste buds that you need to train, it's your
my
stomach
ass
to handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your ass as well, maybe. Yeah.
And also have a lot of milk on hand.
Yeah, oh yeah, don't worry about that. I'm getting that ready. I'm one of the ladies who follows me on Twitter and YouTube called Kimmy. She lives in Texas, I think it is, and she has ghost peppers all the time. Like, she can handle them like that, and she was giving me hints and tips and all this kind of thing last night, bless her, which was really cool. I'm getting advice from people, and it's like, oh, I didn't realise it was taken so seriously.
Do you want to know my advice?
Go on.
Don't do it.
Mate, I'm not backing out. Like, if I've made it a public announcement saying at 1,000 subs, I'm doing it. I'm not the type where I'll say something and then back down.
No, I've got a great way of doing it to trick people.
Go on.
Right, basically what you do is you get like a normal pepper, the one that doesn't like which isn't like the hottest Scoville unit.
Yeah.
At the side of you. And as you're recording, go, right, I'm about to do it now. And as you're about to bite into the ghost pepper, you freeze your capture. And you switch the peppers in your hand, and then you activate your capture again and bite into it and go, it's not that bad.
Quite nice, actually.
You could get away with it.
Now, here's the issue. This is being posted on YouTube.
Shut up.
So all the hints that you just gave me are obsolete, and now here's the problem as well. People were going to see that video, and I will be suffering because I will do it anyway because I'm stupid, and they're going to look at it and go, well, he might be faking it now, wouldn't he? And then start not believing me. So you just ruined the video, mate.
I'm pretty sure with your face they're going to be able to tell it's real ghost pepper.
Yeah, once they see the tears rolling down your cheeks, they'll go, yeah, that's
basically
real.
There'll be tears, your mouth will be open going for about half an hour.
That's going to be an entertaining video then.
Yeah.
Also, I'm doing a giveaway as well during it. So while I'm eating it, I'm going to try my hardest to announce names of people who are going to get a prize. But my backup plan is I'm going to write their names down on a whiteboard, and if I can't do it, I'm just going to lift the
Hold it
whiteboard up, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to hide behind the whiteboard crying.
You just get BMO over the top and then just do a voiceover afterwards.
Oh, BMO's going to have to back me up, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's always got my back, so yeah, that's my little ghost pepper thing. But yeah. But
So,
one of the reasons why I wanted to start this podcast was I knew you guys were really cool, and obviously Phil, I've spoke to you for a while now.
Yeah.
But because obviously I spoke to James and Carl a tiny bit over the stream, it's just really cool to actually start getting to know you guys, and that's why I said it.
Sorry.
That's very professional, mate.
Into the mic.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's the fact that, like, because I liked you on the stream, I wanted to get to know you guys better, and that's why in my announcement video, I said to them, you guys are actually going to get to know these guys with me, because, you know, it'll be a nice little, not a journey, but it'll be a nice thing. Like, as I get to know you guys, the people who watch are going to get to know you, which is I think that's slightly different. I think,
and likewise as well, because then like the people that watch my channel that don't necessarily know you all that well will get to see what you're like, and
exactly.
Yeah.
My channel's currently dead. It's like it's just
Dude,
it's laying it's laying in its grave, just getting the dirt pot on it, and it's like, no, go away. I'll get up in a minute.
It's got one hand out.
Kind of like you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it like the end of Terminator?
Yeah.
Terminator 2, where the thumb's just still sticking up in the
Yeah,
air, but
that is-
gradually just going into the lava.
Yeah, that is me and my channel. I'll get up in a couple of
Dude,
minutes. Give me a moment.
you need to get back on that. There's no reason why you shouldn't.
James's channel has one video on it that has more views than my entire channel.
I think it's got more views than all of us put together.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I've hit 3,000, I think, views, and yeah, I remember seeing that video and fuck.
James,
I actually
teach us in your ways.
It's been up for about 7 years. Maybe even longer than that.
Bloody hell. But that's back in the day, man. That's when people couldn't actually upload to YouTube that often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it can be considered quite hard nowadays, because everyone can do it. It gets flooded so easily. I mean, just think about how many people can just upload 2-second videos of them literally just breathing down the mic, and then they upload it to YouTube, and that gets flooded.
Yeah.
I mean, I was speaking to my mate Luke, because he was streaming the Resident Evil 7 demo, and we'll come on to that later.
Yeah.
But I was just checking out his YouTube channel, and one of his videos has got 17,000 views.
Jesus Christ.
And it was, I can't remember actually, but like his streams on Twitch, he'd be getting 100 people in his stream for Minecraft, I think it was. So for that, it kind of emphasizes how difficult it can be for
The
new
new-
people.
Yeah.
And I mean, what's good is about the big dogs in the YouTube community. Like, for example, PewDiePie. I know a lot of people hate on him, but the fact is about PewDiePie, he's
Worked hard for so many years, and he's so charismatic, and
he's
like,
genuine now.
Yeah.
Like, he's opening up, and the fact that he's brave enough to just do a video where he's explaining that he's not happy all the time and all this. And I remember tweeting him just going, dude, that I actually prefer those videos now, because I actually want to learn from you, not just... I enjoy his videos, I think they're really fun and all that, and I love him as a person, but for him to basically give advice about what it's really like is gigantic. And I think for people who are new YouTubers, I don't know, well, hopefully there's going to be people listening to this, but the fact that the new YouTubers can listen to that and actually go, oh shit, he's actually experiencing the same thing I am, is such a bit of weight off his shoulders, if you would. I think a lot of people put a lot of pressure on themselves to put across a certain persona where everything's okay. You have that with Facebook as well. You might have it on Facebook where... You ever seen those people where they're in a relationship on Facebook and they're posting stuff like, oh, it's amazing and all this kind of thing, but really what's going on is they're fucking arguing all the time and all this kind of thing.
Yeah, you only see what people want you to see, basically.
And that's the thing. I mean, my girlfriend, I love her to bits, but I won't post sloppy shit on Facebook because it's not no one's business. It's my business, and
Yeah.
like I'd rather just be with her and not have to go. Well, let's say we go out for a meal. I don't really take any. I used to, but that's only because I wanted to prove to, like I said, prove to everyone that everything's okay. But I just thought, no, instead of like taking pictures and all that kind of thing, I'll take pictures, but that's for me. That's just for me, and that's all I want. I'm not doing it for anyone else. I'm not doing it for Facebook. And I think a lot of people do that nowadays, where when it comes to Instagram or Twitter, or to be fair, I speak a lot of shit on Twitter, but when it comes to Facebook, people are forcing themselves to fake it, or they're going on adventures or enjoying themselves for other people's benefits instead of their own benefit. And I think it's important that people stop worrying about what other people think about them, and just do it for them, or do it for the person you're with, or do it for the person you love. But fuck everyone else. I know it sounds weird, but it's one of those things what does annoy me. I don't get annoyed much at all, but when I see fake relationships and fake posts and fake happiness, it always just bugs me. I just rather people be really honest with what's really going on.
Be honest, be genuine, like, be true to yourself and those around you. Like, that's the thing. Is if more people did that, I just think the world would be a bit of a better place. But anyway, I'm going to sidetrack this now, because that just got real deep real fast.
That's me, man. I'm sorry.
Like, opening, 15 minutes of the podcast, and we just got deep. Okay, so I'm going to brighten things up a bit now with a question, right?
Okay.
It's actually something that I've seen as a hashtag on Twitter, and I thought, oh, that could be fun to tell you guys. So it's hashtag what I would tell a 15-year-old me.
Okay.
So if you could go back in time to see yourself as a 15-year-old, what one piece of advice would you give yourself back then?
Nothing. I was awesome.
Be serious, brother. Be serious.
I personally would probably say, buy a PC.
I think I'd say the same thing thinking about that.
Yeah.
It's such a weird one. Well, what was that when we were 15? Because how old are you guys? I'm 25.
I'm 24.
25.
Oh, so that's 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Wait. I'm so glad I got another screen. What console was out in 10 years ago?
PS3.
Yeah. Fuck,
What,
yeah.
What was that, sorry?
PS3. PlayStation 3.
I never really got into the PS3. I was more Xbox that time.
At that time, I was... I was like, I had a Nintendo Wii.
Amazing.
Hey, don't mess. Wii bowling.
Oh, yeah.
The Wii Sports. Oh,
Yeah, man.
Did you ever
I-
see boxing in
Yes.
this one?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Did you? You know what was awesome about the boxing? Because obviously I have a martial arts background, so like when it came to the boxing, I took it fucking serious. I had my guard up, I was throwing jabs properly, straights properly, hooks, and there's my mum just flicking her fucking wrists, and she's knocking me out. I'm thinking, oh well, that's my training worth it, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's like I remember having a Wii Sports Lite at my house back then, and one of my friends was playing tennis and got really into it, and actually threw himself to the ground for the sake
Amazing.
of trying to hit the ball, and still didn't hit the ball.
Oh no!
It was brilliant.
That's what I would
think-
have told my 15-year-old self.
Go on.
When you're working at McDonald's and the place gets robbed, stop working.
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah. That's right. So this is actually.
Do you work in the ghetto?
We used to.
We used to.
Really?
Right, so this is actually going to be something that I was going to come on to later when we got to the questions. But I figure I might as well ask this question now.
Yeah, do it. Man.
I just need to find it. Hang on. Because I don't think someone left it on the video that I intended questions to be left on.
Yeah, no, the only reason why I was saying that
It's all
is
good.
because during that robbery, I was such a fucking idiot.
We both were.
Yeah, we could, if they saw us still moving, they probably could have hit us or something, or stabbed us or something.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Right, so basically the question comes from Gene.
Okay.
Awesome person, we all know Gene.
Mm.
I will I'm probably going to leave like the Twitter handles of the people that ask the questions, or like the YouTube handles or whatever, on the center of the screen.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So the question is, how did you all first meet? Right. So the easiest, like, one for that is for you, Dave. You met us all through.
I just broke my desk. Yeah.
Nice.
Like I said at the beginning, I met you guys. Well, not met you, but online met you through your. It was your New Year's Eve stream,
Live
wasn't
stream.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got rather drunk off a bottle of wine,
Yeah.
which is pretty hype.
Yeah,
yeah.
you poured some out.
I poured some out, boys, for you guys to honour our first meeting.
Yeah. Also to honour the death of Sergeant Surge.
Yeah. He shall always be missed. Not like that bastard.
Bastard. Yeah, so that's like the easiest one there, is how you met Kyle and James. How we met each other was a case of we were in a group on Twitter that was all for content creators, and we noticed that people were just joining and then posting their links once a day and then leaving. You remember the one in question, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So then the two of us and another fellow member of that group broke off to form our own. So I'm just doing a bit of a self-plug for the supportive creators group here. So we formed this group, like the three of us, on Twitter, where we could get in touch with content creators that were looking for support and to support other channels. And we founded that group toward the end of last year. And we now have over 500 followers on Twitter.
Nice.
We have an Instagram page set up for it. We've got a Discord group set up for it. It's really cool. I met some amazing people through that, but that's how we basically sort of met, was that first group where we were talking and we were like, no one's really doing anything in here, let's make our own.
Do you remember me messaging you? I messaged you about your icon, and
Yeah.
I said that it looked really cool, like who did it, and I can't remember who I don't know if it was like a relative of yours or a brother. I can't remember.
It was my cousin.
Yeah.
My cousin does, like, he's an animator, so he's always been really good at drawing and stuff, and tried to teach me how to draw manga, like, when I was 13.
Amazing.
Didn't work. I can't draw to save my life. But but yeah, so
I thought for a second then you were going to go on to like a proper rant, going, "Yeah, I could have gone big on this and this and this," but you went, "No, I'm shit.
I'm shit.
And that's it.
I really cannot draw to save my life." Like, the peak of my artistic ability is like a stickman that looks like he's running, and then all I do to actually show that he's running is draw some little lines behind him.
Well, what's mine? Mine is the S. You know, the S, what you can make.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like a triangular one.
I know exactly what you're on about, yeah.
Yeah, with the two lines. No, that's my artistic credibility.
You do 3 lines, then you make the left one go to the middle one to go to the right one, then you do the diamonds on the top and bottom, and then you link it.
Hi everyone, this is the tutorial here.
So there's that, and then there's so then it gets into the more convoluted bits. So
Yeah.
how I met James was, we went to the same primary school and the same nursery, so we've known each other since we were about 3 years old.
Wow.
Which is a very fucking long time. I mean, James, I don't know how you put up with me like all this time. It's quite
Drugs.
frankly nothing short of amazing. Drugs. Hashtag drugs. And then Kyle and I met each other. We were working at a McDonald's.
Yes.
I was working in a waitress as a cocktail bar when I met you. Sorry. But we were working at a McDonald's, and basically the thing that caused us to have like a lifelong bond was going through an armed robbery together.
That's amazing.
And pretty much we continued working while it was going on. Because we were like, fuck this, we're doing our jobs. Like, we're not stopping for this shit.
No, to tell you the truth, you knew, I didn't realise.
Yeah. And our manager literally just had to look over at us and go, "Lads, stop." And we were like, alright, fair enough. So yeah.
Who the fuck robs a McDonald's?
I don't know.
People who
Three
like
guys, one with a
people
knife,
who would-
one with a hammer, one with a hatchet. That was fun.
Yeah.
I can imagine, you know that. Have you guys got that charity box where you put the penny in and it spins around in a circle like a
Yes.
vortex?
That got
I can
robbed
imagine
multiple times.
I can imagine like it wasn't him robbing the fucking cashiers. He's just trying to pick that fucker up and try and carry it away, and it's jingling in the background.
No, that had been robbed multiple times as well before.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But basically, the reason why they were robbing it was right near Christmas, so we would have a lot of money anyway because people won't want to go like cook or anything, so they'll come to McDonald's, get food, and eat it there. So basically, these three guys, they clearly had some inside information because they knew where the safe was, they knew how to get to the back quicker and stuff like that. So basically, the guy with the hammer didn't come through the area where we normally come through, so we can go into the back. He came over the counter and started threatening the counter staff. And as he was doing that, threatening them, the other two walked through the side door, and then came either side of the kitchen, and then they went to the office. And in the office, what we didn't realise, because I wasn't paying attention, because I didn't pay attention when I worked there. There was no point.
Yeah.
Basically, we just said we heard him saying open the safe, and our head manager says I can't without both keys. And then the guy gets upset and hits the safe with the hatchet. And says open the fucking safe. And the guy explains, I need both keys, I only have one right now, this big safe can't be opened. And he went, right, okay. Took all the money what was on the manager's desk, and then the two guys robbed the tills as well, and got off.
Yeah. As he
Jesus.
yanked the drawers out of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Got paid for a full day and got to go home after.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, it's a weird one though, isn't it? Because it just shows that McDonald's as a business is an amazing business. I mean, I've studied it myself because I wanted to understand how to do franchises and all that kind of thing. But for employees and all that kind of stuff, it just demonstrates that it's literally a case of clock in, clock out. Like, there's no real emotional attachment to it.
Yeah.
And I imagine, like, even though it wouldn't fucking happen, but if someone came into, I don't know, my martial arts school or anything like that, and the people who help me out, well, they're not going to just stand there. They're going to actually defend it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And because they're connected to it. Where if you guys, obviously, I can't blame you, but like, there's no attachment. It's like, yeah, I'm just here to get paid, and it's not my fucking job to make sure this place don't get robbed.
Yeah, but the other nice
On top
thing,
of that, it's when you see a guy running past you with a hatchet, and all you have is a pair of plastic tongs.
yeah.
It's kind of like how do I defend myself with these against that fucking hatchet?
Yeah,
Mate, give it Jackie Chan and watch him go.
No, but
He'd know exactly.
Like
what to do.
one of the things about McDonald's though is basically the ones who were like under real pressure. Like me and Phil were in the kitchen, so we didn't see a lot of it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But the cashier staff, McDonald's paid for therapy for them.
That's good. That's fantastic.
That was a lot. So
And that's incredible.
Yeah,
like for McDonald's to do that, it's amazing.
they paid for therapy because there was actually like there was two girls breaking down during it.
Yeah, it's traumatic.
One of the girls basically broke down and hid under the cashier register thing where she was,
Yeah.
and she wouldn't come out until the police arrived. She was just crying in the fetal position.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, isn't it? Because fight and flight is such a real thing.
Strong response.
It's such a thing. I mean, when I did my martial arts, I was doing it for a while, but I'd get picked on and all that as a kid because I'd still go to the flight mentality. Yeah. And it was only until I got into, I think college when I actually thought, fuck this, I'm actually going to make a difference here. And to be fair, I turned into a bit of a prick. Yeah. I haven't changed much, but for me, it was a case of I need to act like a tough bastard because I don't want to get hurt myself. I don't want to get picked on. And it's only, to be fair, it's only been a few years since I've relaxed and not had such an ego because I don't really give a fuck anymore. Like, if anyone tries to, no one picks on me, obviously, because we're older now. No one fucking picks on anyone at 25. Well, I don't think so.
Well, no, there's still some people who try and do it.
Yeah, but then they've got their own issues, and that's the thing. Like, if someone tries to hate on me or say stuff to me, I'm like, well, it's not really about me, is it? It's about you. Yeah. And for me, I just don't really care anymore. I just got no attachments to it. It's pointless.
Yeah, and then,
but yeah,
obviously, me and Cookie met at high school. I believe.
Yeah.
Cookie?
yeah,
Wait, Cookie?
That's my nickname.
James, yeah.
Wait, what? When? I can't remember you saying
it's
that.
his surname, and I call him by his surname, but I don't say his surname as I call him Cookie.
That's awesome.
It's like a family nickname.
It's a family nickname, and I always call him.
That's awesome.
So
Dude.
basically, what was it, year 8?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Basically,
that sounds right.
For those of you listening from across the pond, that would be 13, 14 years old.
basically, we were in the same high school, and it was an all-boys school, so everyone was a knobhead.
Yeah.
And basically, I noticed me and Cookie were both getting... I know you were getting bullied at that time, but then you stopped getting bullied.
About year 9, I got stopped getting
Yeah,
bullied.
and I was still getting bullied at, like, year 10.
I just got to know
Right.
the right people.
Yeah, I was a short, quiet lad in high
Yeah.
school.
As
So,
was I.
yeah, so they would obviously pick on me because I was obviously, I was fat as well. To them, I was unlike the fat, short people were the targets,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
them. So they'll target me. So in year 8, me and Cookie met up because Cookie was a friend of Sean, was it?
Yeah, it's like friends of friends.
And then
Yeah.
Sean was a friend of James, another one of our friends, and then James was like a mate from primary school with me. Like, he came from the same primary school as me, and like came to my same year group and my same form. So basically, I met James through that, and I found James to be a lot calmer than my other friends,
Right.
and I could hang out with him more and have a proper conversation. Even though I do sound nutty in most things, and I am, I like to have normal conversations sometimes, and I could do that with James, and that's the reason why I bonded with James, because I could have a proper conversation and not do, "Hey Kyle, come over here and try and do a backflip," stuff like that.
Not gonna lie, I should do that on nights out.
Yeah, no.
The amount of
this is
times
me
my
sober.
mates went, "Oh, Dave, do a backflip." I'm like, "Fuck's sake!" And then
Yeah,
it's-
but this is like what me sober like. Kyle trying to do a backflip and stuff like this.
yeah.
I'm an idiot. But yeah, and then I think it was obviously year 9. James stopped getting bullied. Near the end of year 9, I stopped getting bullied because I had my mental snap and threw someone down the stairs.
That's all it takes.
I'll do it.
Yeah, it was like one of the major bullies in the school started picking on me, and I don't remember throwing him down the stairs because obviously Phil's mentioned it multiple times, and I've mentioned it. I used to get blackouts. I do still sometimes get them.
Yeah.
But basically, I threw him down the stairs and didn't even realise that I had threw him down the stairs until I was I came to, and I was in the basically pinned in a chair by 2 of my mates.
Wow.
Yeah, I promise you, the rest of the school knew about that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it was one of the stories going around for a little while.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, that's all it'd take, really.
Yeah, but
It's also a
basically,
case of, well, he deserved it, so...
yeah,
Yeah.
he deserved it. But also, there was like my mate. I think it was Jordan Upton. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Jordan Upton and Thomas Columbine were pinning me, and
Yeah, look at those two.
they were struggling. So Tom actually sat on me, and Tom was a big lad. Like
He's a big guy, yeah.
he was a big guy. He sat on me so I couldn't move, and I don't really talk to him that much, and I regret that now. But obviously, we're all busy with other things.
Well,
With
you've
life.
just given him a shout out as well on the world's greatest podcast.
Yeah. But yeah, those two were
Amazing.
like one of like the good mates as well I had in high school, and I'm still friends with them now.
Yeah.
Um,
Nah, that's cool, man.
but yeah, that's how we all met Phil and James.
They're really cool stories.
And it's
Like in all fairness,
probably-
they're really, really cool.
yeah, I will admit meeting these two have made me a better person because I now
Yeah.
can control myself. Yeah.
But you can tell that how you guys are talking and how you guys bond is it's on a much deeper level than a lot of people. I mean, the fact that you guys got brought up through bullying, and obviously you guys got brought up and you connected through not traumatic experiences for the cashiers, but like a big moment in your life. Like, oh shit! Like one of my close mates, Aaron, me and him bonded because we went to a bar underage, and there was a moment where I had a nosebleed for some reason. I used to have random nosebleeds all the time, so I'd run to the toilet, sort myself out, and as I came out, he had a nosebleed too, and he's like pretty much straight away. and that's how we bonded. And it's really strange how that's how we bonded, but
Naughty
from that point
brothers,
on,
yeah.
we literally were. In fact, we actually said blood brothers, and it sounds disgusting now. Think about it.
Yeah,
But-
it does.
But it's those little moments what make you go, oh, cool. And then his group of friends I met because we went to the same place, and there was a pole dancer, and there'll be another. There'll be two women, one pole dancing, and the other one would go around with a bucket, and you'd have to throw like money into the bucket. So I'd get pennies out and throw pennies in the bucket, acting like a proper player. And then around me were his lot, and then I connected with them, and they're my most recent friends. I've known them for years now.
Yeah.
But before that, I never really had a friendship group what I was 100% comfortable in. But with these guys, I can just chill out. There's no need to like prove yourself or anything like that. It's just a case of just say what you want and that's it. And I really, really appreciate it for them. And because we're all getting older, we do have our moments where we're not talking too much and all that kind of thing. But we'll always gather up for big moments and all that kind of thing. I think it's nice, and we all understand now that we're all not moving on, but we are making moves in our life.
Growing
take
up.
priority. Yeah, exactly. We're growing up. I mean, 25. It's closer to 30 now, isn't it? So
Don't.
My plan for 30 is to actually have a proper beard, not just have fucking. Seriously, I'm if I haven't got a beard by 30, I'm just going to shave everything off. I just like give up. Right, so
Kyle, do not share advice with him.
I just let it grow. I don't do anything.
Let it grow. Let
You're
it
more-
grow.
dude, like I said, you're more of a man than me.
No, Kyle's the man of the group.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
So, I would like to switch things over, if I could,
Yeah.
to gaming.
Yeah.
We are all four of us gamers, and there have been some pretty big stories over this past week. The main one was literally yesterday,
Yep.
the Nintendo Switch. Launch date released, launch titles announced, price at launch announced. Right, so, gentlemen, £279.99.
That ain't bad at all.
That's not bad. That is cheaper than both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 when they launched.
Yeah,
To be fair, everything's cheaper than the Xbox One launch.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
true.
Like,
Cheaper
they
than everything
ruined
at launch.
because they ruined it. I mean, when they announced, I can't remember what it was like 400 or 350, something like that. But because they announced first, I'm pretty sure, then PlayStation announced theirs, and all I could think of was, well, PlayStation now have got a lot of tools ready just to fucking ruin Xbox. And I'm an Xbox fanboy. Like I was always into my Xbox, not necessarily Xbox original, but Xbox 360, and then Xbox One. And when they announced that price and PlayStation hadn't done an announcement yet, I thought, oh god, they're gonna get rinsed, which they did for a long time. But
yeah.
the Nintendo Switch, man, I hope it's good, man. I really
mean,
hope it is.
I mean, here's the thing: is James, you watched like the full presentation, didn't you?
Yep.
Because I think I fell asleep during part of it because it was like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I didn't stay up to watch it. I watched it after the fact.
I was stupid and tried to stay up. So have they actually announced the specifications?
As far as I know, they haven't.
Right. So all they've done is announce a price and just said, "That's it," and it does this thing.
That's
they
the
haven't.
smartest
They haven't
thing
actually
to
said
do.
it can run at 1080p or it's going to run at closer to 4K than 1080 or.
No, I haven't
it's-
heard nothing about that.
It's weird. I mean, it does show that it's very detailed graphically, but I do sort of have to question like the actual specifications of it because if it's still a weaker, like less powerful console than the PS4 and Xbox One, as was the Wii U, I kind of have to question what Nintendo have been doing.
But don't you think that's the reason why they haven't announced the specs? Because they know it's just going to
Yeah.
get compared to. And
Yeah.
if you think as a business, like they aren't going to be selling it because of the specs. They just aren't. They're going to be
No.
selling it because one, it's Nintendo, and Nintendo has a lot of fans, like hardcore fans.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm one of them.
You know what? I wish I was more of a fan, because but I've got everything I need right now. I've got my PC. I sound like a right prick now. Got a PC, Xbox, and PS4, but I don't know. Like the Nintendo Switch has actually got me interested for once in a Nintendo console. I'm actually interested in what it is. But yeah, I think the fact that they haven't announced the specs sort of just makes everyone know. It confirms that it's not going to be as good, which is understandable.
But Nintendo do have, like, they've always had this idea for, gimmicks, releasing gimmicky consoles. So obviously, the Nintendo 64 had this whole gimmick of the fact that it was, you had this 3-pronged controller that looked like a trident, and you could only use 2 halves of it at once. Like, 2/3 of it at once. Like, you didn't have a third hand to reach that other bit.
It was such a mess.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was good. It was a start as well for them. Yep. And then the GameCube, obviously, that came out, and that was really small, portable, mini disc. Sure,
that was
but
giant.
We'll let that slide. And it had a handle on the back so you could carry it around. But the thing is, why would you carry it around? Because it'd just get fucking stolen.
Yep.
And then the Wii came out, and it was all motion control. And then the Wii U, and it's like... I think most people, when it came to the Wii U, were like, well, is it an expansion to the Wii? I think if they'd have given it a different name, it might have sold a bit better.
Yeah.
But obviously then that is the whole case of, you have a screen on your TV, and you also have one on the controller, and it's fucking hefty.
Yeah. It never felt good.
I think now what Nintendo have done is, like, their new gimmick is obviously, it's neither a home console or a handheld. It's both. Like, you can play it at home with a controller in front of your TV with no gimmick, and then when you have to go out, you can literally slide the 2 paddles onto the actual screen, remove it from the dock, and there you go, you can still play on the move.
I think it's fantastic, personally.
I think it's really cool. I don't imagine I'm going to see too many people carrying their Nintendo Switch around with them, especially not in the north of England.
We're a bit kinder in the middle.
Yeah, not up here.
Don't come up here.
No. See, for me, I think I really do appreciate the innovativeness of it all. I think I really do like it, and the fact that they're trying something different, because I think that, as you said, I don't think they can compete with specs, but what they can compete with is how fucking brilliant they are when it comes to new ideas. Because with the PS4 and Xbox One, you more or less know what you're going to get each time. It's going to be an upgraded graphics card and all that kind of stuff, with maybe a little tiny change, but not much. I mean, just think about the Kinect for the Xbox One. Like, my God, that was an atrocious train wreck when it came to it all. And I think with Nintendo, because they're relying on their creativity, it just... I think that's why it's made me curious about it, because it's just different, and it's nice to have something different. And I think they've realised that mobile games are so gigantic now, and I think Pokemon Go would have triggered a lot of it as well.
Yeah.
But obviously they would have had this idea before that, but it would have solidified it, like, we need to do something mobile, and that's why you have is it Mario Run? I don't know what it is.
I was literally playing that last night.
What's it like? Because I don't want to do it, because it looked like it... I remember watching the presentation, and you literally just stood there pressing the screen, and that was it. And I thought, what's this?
Well, that is like pretty much all it is.
No!
You've got like your tour mode, which is just doing levels and stuff like that, and you can find 5 special coins in each level, and then if you find all of those, it unlocks like 5 other coins that you need to collect in that level.
Right.
And then you've got rally mode, and rally mode is actually where like it really starts.
Okay.
Because that's your PvP. So you actually race against other people and try to get as many points and coins and so on and so forth to collect more toads. And when you bring those into your kingdom, you can actually build more buildings, expand like your mushroom kingdom, stuff like that, and just get more rewards and stuff. And it's... I don't know, I mean, it's alright as a bit of a, every now and again, just play it to kill some time. but it's not really the type of game that I'm like, oh, I need to make sure that I stay on top of this, because I'm just, no. Because at the end of the day, it is just, you tap on the screen at regular intervals, and that's it. There's nothing more to it.
I think that was the downfall of Pokemon Go. I mean, that was... Is there a bigger flash in the pan than Pokemon Go? Literally taking over the entire internet and basically the globe for a month, maybe 2 months.
Something like that, and then it just died off.
And then people realised that the game mechanics were so shallow, they were so bad that it just died down. And I think that's one thing what games need to do is, you can be a gigantic success at the beginning, but if the fundamentals aren't there, then it will die out. And I think that's most important.
I completely agree with that. Like, because I downloaded Pokemon Go from the American iTunes store before it was released over here.
Same here.
And before that happened, obviously the tracking feature worked perfectly. So you could actually track a Pokemon as you were on the move.
Yeah.
But then as soon as it launched here, it all broke. Like, the tracking no longer worked. And that still, to the best of my knowledge, hasn't been fixed. Or if it has, they haven't... Now. Well, there you go. It's, it was like the main thing.
Somewhere in this area.
It was like the main thing that was to push that game forward and to drive like more people to get it. Doesn't work. So.
But then you got to think, what did it represent? I mean, I think that is the most successful community game ever released, ever. I think the amount of times, I mean, me and my girlfriend would go out for an hour or two just walking and exercise, and you'd see a crowd of people, and instead of thinking you're going to get robbed, you're thinking, oh, they're Pokemon guys, and then you chat with them. The amount of times I just chat with random people about it all, and it was an amazing way of connecting to other people.
That is true. I mean, Kyle and I connected with random people on a tram.
Yeah.
Because we were all playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And like, it was really good for that.
They didn't know the evolutions, and then me and Phil was like, it evolves into this. And
yeah.
And
yeah. The amount of times I had to tell my girlfriend's sister off, because it'd be like, oh, I got this character, and I went, that's fucking Pikachu.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, don't just jump on because everyone else is jumping on. Yeah, it's the icon.
I want to stop talking about Pokemon Go now because it brings up bad memories of the fact that my sister has a fucking Gyarados and I don't.
Okay. Well,
mate, I grinded Magikarp.
So, Phil, you know that I'm a fan of Smite, the game, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you know they've already released a new god on PC, which isn't from the current like gods of their like mythical backgrounds? They've released the first Celtic god.
Oh.
The Morrigan.
That's interesting.
Yeah, the Morrigan.
Huh. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Smite, and for those that don't know, it's sort of like a MOBA-esque type game, basically.
But it's third-person, over-the-shoulder play.
Yeah, and it's set with, like, you play as gods, essentially, and mythical characters.
Like Thanatos, Hercules, Thor, Odin.
Yeah.
Ratatoskr.
Lots of different, like, big characters in mythology. And now you're saying that they've expanded it so it's going into Celtic.
Celtic, now. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
The Celtic god of the Morrigan.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have something that I would like to discuss, gentlemen.
Go on.
So, Microsoft, a while ago, had this game called Scalebound.
Yeah.
That they were going to be releasing.
Yes.
And it was built up to be this big, massive action RPG with dragons and shit like that, and it was looking really cool. Loads of people on the Xbox One were getting really excited for it. And then earlier this week, it was announced that the project was cancelled. Just completely out of nowhere. After like 4 years of development, this game has just been pulled entirely. Right? That was the story as I knew it when I read it. The day after, I got an update on that story. So, what you gentlemen may not be aware of is that Microsoft have now pulled any mention, videos, anything that hints towards Scalebound from their website and their primary YouTube channels.
Hell yeah.
Right?
They did the They did the WWE thing with Hulk Hogan, where because he got caught out for I think it was racism. They got rid of all of his fights and videos and all that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure. And I remember watching memes where there was a picture of, I think it was fighting Andre the Giant, and someone was like, "Oh, this is a crazy moment when Andre was throwing himself out the ring, and it's Hulk Hogan still in there." So we just imagined that he wasn't there. It was amazing. I just love those kind of memes. Because I didn't really do much research in Scalebound. I saw the release and I thought it looked really cool. And Platinum Game has brought out some really good games. Mm-hmm. But I was good.
I didn't realise that the Scalebound was actually a game.
Really?
I'd heard the name before.
Well, gents, here's the interesting part of that update. Is that Platinum Games still have their videos, mentions, previews, all of that available online. So the question is, the theory that's going round is, what if there has been a dispute between Microsoft and Platinum Games over who truly owns the rights?
Interesting.
That'd be very interesting.
The theory is that because Microsoft have pulled all of it from their website and YouTube channels, and Platinum Games are still showing it, what if they are taking the project elsewhere?
Well,
the next direct competitor.
PlayStation will jump on that.
Yeah, I mean, so clearly. So I was following this story through IGN, and at the last update, it said that they had reached out to Platinum and Sony for a comment, and they still haven't had feedback from them. So who knows? Maybe there is a deal being made, currently being negotiated, but who knows? Because I just think after 4 years of developing a project as big and grandiose as Scalebound, I don't imagine Platinum Games will be too happy to just let that slide and be completely cancelled.
It would suck. It would definitely suck. I think especially when it looks just so cool. It's nice to have. Just dropped my phone, smashed the fucking screen. It's so nice to have that kind of game again, and it is going to be a massive waste, and obviously a massive waste of resources. If you think about it, they need to keep it going as much as they can, but these disputes can just completely kill off a franchise or a game. Think about Silent Hills, for example.
Yep.
And obviously you got Death Stranding from Kojima, which looks, even though there's no gameplay, but the fact that it's Kojima, it's going to be fucking awesome. I mean, Kojima's a genius.
We know it. I mean, it's the only thing that upsets me is because, to me, Silent Hills was the love child of Kojima and Benicio del Toro.
Yes.
And I think he's a master of movies, Kojima's a master of writing for games. And to me, that sort of partnership was just brilliant, because I was like, Del Toro knows how to build suspense and atmosphere from almost nothing, and Kojima knows how to write a storyline so intricate that if you miss one single part of it, you're fucked. I was like, that was going to be incredible, but alas, it's not to be. And it's the third time, I think, now that Del Toro has had a game that he was working on be pulled completely.
Really?
Yeah, it's because there was one that he was working on a long time ago, I think with THQ, before they went bust.
Okay.
So with him working on a game and then it being cancelled, I think that's actually putting him off the idea of making a game, but I just think he needs to. My god.
One thing I'm really happy about that he's gone into his own thing now, as in Kojima Productions. He can do whatever he fucking wants. And I say this, but the fact is, I can imagine that majority of people know how much of a gold mine he is, that they would actually just say, do what you want, doesn't matter, just do your thing. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe Death Stranding will be better than what Silent Hills was going to be. Because sometimes you have those games where they are only calling it Silent Hills because of the franchise, not actually a game, if that makes sense.
Yep.
You see those games out there where...
Rising.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I've got a nasty cough.
It's because you're still hungover, mate.
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
But that's the thing, though, isn't it? Because there's so many games out there what literally could be their own thing, but because they feel like they're not strong enough on their own, they need to attach a name to it.
Yeah.
And then it pisses the gamers off because we know that's happening. We know what we're doing. It's really, really clear. And
The Metal Gear series.
yeah, I mean, that's a series what I've not really been into, you know.
It's really good.
I know.
The
There's
story is
loads
great.
of games.
And then
That
they
and
go,
Final Fantasy.
You're going to play as a robot ninja. Why?
At first, in theory, a robot ninja sounds great, but then you realise how awkward it is to actually play as a robot ninja, and
Yeah.
no.
No. But also the gameplay in it, it was more of an action thing than a stealth game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Metal
it wasn't
Gear-
stealth at all.
Metal Gear is a stealth game.
Also, I
Yeah.
love the way that they formed a new word from the words vengeance and revenge
Yeah.
to form revengeance.
Revengeance, yeah.
That was genius.
Seems a little bit redundant to me, but you know, there we go.
That's catching
just
lightning in
one
a
man's
bottle, that
opinion.
is.
Yeah.
I also agree with that.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird
Like,
one.
don't get me wrong, the Raiden character was good in Metal Gear 4.
Yeah.
But
And
then,
arguably in Metal Gear 5. Oh wait, no, not Metal Gear 5. What am I talking about?
no, 2. you're on
Metal
about.
Gear 2 is first in it, and he's a bit, and then Metal Gear 4 is when he comes into his own,
And he's like, he's the robot ninja, but he's stealther.
and he's so badass in that.
Yeah, he is. He stops a boat with his body.
Yep.
That's pretty hype. Again, I've not. It's two franchises I've always wanted to get into: is Metal Gear Solid and Final Fantasy. I know. Don't kill me, Jesus.
I'm not even gonna open my mouth on Final Fantasy.
Shall
'cause
I just leave now? Shall I
No,
just
no,
leave the?
I'm
I've not played them either.
just aware of the times and everything right now. So I'm not gonna start going on to a rant about Final Fantasy just because I don't feel we've got the time for it. To be honest.
I'm just gonna say, Dave, just quietly without people knowing, send me, you know, your address. You know, I'll be there shortly.
With every copy of Metal Gear.
No, with a noose.
All right. Oh, that's fine. I thought you were going to help me out, but no.
No,
End it instead.
I would do. It's a great game. I could.
The only reason I'm a bit hesitant about getting into them is because it's such a long amount of time for every single one.
Yes.
It's the hourly commitment you got to do, and part of me, like I watch, that's it. Average games done quick, because there's games in there what I would like to get into, but I just haven't got the time. So watching them, and they most of the time explain what's going on.
Yeah.
It really helps me out. I mean, I'm obviously doing my Dark Souls 1 LP on my YouTube channel, as a shameless plug, by the way. But last night I was watching on Twitch some guy speedrunning it, and in the first 16 minutes of watching him, I was thinking, I did not know you could do this. I did not know you could do this jump or that jump or that jump, and it made me feel like such a tool. So for me, just to watch 16 minutes, I realised how much I don't know about the game.
It's just a shame that you can't multiplayer it.
And it's I fucking love Dark Souls so much, and
Yeah, I do.
it's my favourite game series of all time, in my opinion.
Well, I know what mine is.
Go on.
Legend of Zelda.
Again,
so
that's another series I've not gotten to.
And I'm so right, James. This is a topic you and I need to discuss, and we're gonna do it right now. Sorry, Kyle, Dave. Just take a back seat for a sec.
I know this is going.
James, you've seen the trailer for Breath of the Wild, yeah? The
Yep.
brand new one.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't help but sort of be apprehensive. I don't think I've ever been more apprehensive for the release of a Zelda game. And I'll explain why. Because, so obviously we knew there's going to be an equipment and looting system in this game, so you can get different armor, different weapons, yada yada yada. I'm on board with that. I think maybe, Zelda trying something new, doing that, fine, good, cool, right? The one thing I'm not entirely sure I'm on board with is the fact that this is going to be, I believe, the first Zelda game with fully voice-acted cutscenes.
Certainly seems that way.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm just a bit like, I'm sorry, because they were saying, oh, it's going to be an open world, you don't have to go to one area or another first. They were going to try and take it back to its roots, right? And I was completely on board with that. I thought it was a brilliant idea. Let us just explore a vast open land, give us that same feeling we got the first time we played The Legend of Zelda. Awesome. And now they're saying, like, they delayed it because they were like, oh yeah, we're having issues with the translation from Japanese to English. And I was like, why are you having translation issues? It's meant to just be an open world with no story. Like, well, no, linear story. And now it's a case of, oh, there's cutscenes as well, and the voice acted. And I'm like, oh, why are you doing this, Nintendo? I mean, James, what do you think? I mean, are you the same as me, or are you just really excited for it?
I'm just really excited for it. Like, that's the difference with those, is like, you will overthink things sometimes, but I just like love seeing what they're going to do. Because here's the thing about the voice acting. It can go two ways. It can go Metroid Prime 3 or Metroid Other M.
Yeah, it could either be really good or it could just be cheesy, poorly written. And that's the thing, is because we've seen Metroid Other M, which was more recent than Metroid Prime 3.
Yeah.
I'm just a bit like, I hope they haven't got the same writing team on board.
Here's the thing. Other M was Ninja Theory.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And it was 7 years ago at this point, so they've had time to learn.
That's true. But
I'm staying optimistic.
I'm going to try to. I am going to try to, but there's that little part of me that's just thinking, it's the first Zelda with cutscenes. They better make it work. Anyways, enough about that. I feel I've had my little outburst. Sorry, Nintendo. I love you, really. I really do.
Lawsuit.
No, they can't sue me because I've not used the phrase. It's on, like, something... King Kong. Yeah. That got me out of that
Wonky
sticky
Wong.
situation. No, don't say it. We'll get sued.
What? Wonky Wonk?
They managed to copyright a phrase.
How can you do that?
How does a person, business, or
Nintendo.
entity go about it?
Yeah, that's how you sum it up. It's Nintendo, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's all
they
it
can
is.
do whatever.
It's-
I actually read after the release of the Wii U, like we're talking a while ago now, but after the release of that and the poor sales it was posting, and the fact that Nintendo were posting quarterly deficits, right, rather than profits, I actually read an article that said that because Nintendo had been going for so many years, and at one point they owned the monopoly on console gaming,
Yeah.
they've actually got so much money accrued that they could post similar losses for 50 years and still float.
Jesus.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's a
That-
proper business.
that is nothing to turn your nose up at. That's a fantastic little
You know,
sort of
yeah,
bit of
yeah,
knowledge.
you know, like you were saying, it's on, like, that phrase.
Yeah.
Have you heard the this was a while ago, and it was back when I was actually in like year 11, so 15, 16 people in America or anywhere else. One of my mates used to say it's on, like, but then I changed it to it's on like King Kong playing ping pong against Donkey Kong,
Yeah, that's all it works.
just to throw.
I said ping pong balls, not King Kong's balls.
Peter
Bit of
K.
Peter K. Bit of Peter
Yeah,
just to
K.
throw him off. And it,
Shout out to Peter K.
Big up Peter K.
Right, okay.
Sorry, boys.
Right, so I think we're running out of time a little bit, so we're going to take it over to questions from the audience. So, Dave, I understand that you have one that you want to ask all of us.
Would you like me to go through everyone else's questions first, or my personal question?
you can go through
All right, well-
anything, because I will tell you this now. I was meant to do a video, but my job sent me out for the full week, so I've not been in Manchester.
That's all
That's
good,
fine.
brother.
Do you feel that your personal question is better to end on?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, then. I'll tell you what.
Personally.
Save that personal question until the end.
Yeah, man.
Let's
That's cool,
run
man.
through the audience questions first.
All right, so this is for me and you, Phil, more than anything. This is from Snafu. She's in our group, if you don't know.
Yeah.
What would you say was your most proudest achievement since you started your channel, and why?
God, that's actually a really good question.
That's why I asked it.
Proudest achievement. I think I'd probably say. I don't want to say hitting 250 subs.
Why?
Like,
Why not?
Like before the new year, because that was great and all, but I don't feel that was my proudest achievement. I think the proudest achievement was. I don't know. I think probably setting up the supportive creators group.
Yeah.
With you and
that's
DB.
that's cool.
Like, because I don't know, from setting that up to seeing it now, like, and seeing how far it's come, that's a really big sort of feeling for me. And I know it's not directly related to my channel, but it is sort of an extension of my channel. It's something else I'm doing with it, and it's. I don't know. I think that's probably my proudest achievement, and the amount of people that we've met in there and stuff like that. I just think it's something I can look back on and be like, yeah, I helped start that.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I think that's I do think that's important, to be fair, because it's just starting a community of people actually chatting with each other and getting to know each other before, not just retweet this, retweet that, hashtag this, hashtag that. It's like, no, we actually do talk. I think that's a big one. For me, I think it's literally just start my channel. That's because there's so many people out there who want to do it, and I think people do it. Okay, not start my channel, but being consistent with my channel and actually doing it properly and committing to it. Because there's so many people out there. I don't know what you guys are thinking, James and Carl, but there's hundreds and hundreds of people out there who just start and then they just fizzle out because either they don't get enough views or something goes wrong and they're just like, fuck it, let's just not do it. And I've had those moments before, but I know that it's important to keep going. So for me, I think just starting the YouTube channel was the biggest thing for me personally. But yeah, that's how I'd answer it.
Oh, as soon as you've answered that, I'm like, oh no, actually I know something else.
Go for it.
So basically, Jean, who mentioned earlier, she asked us a question about how we all met. She recently released her first ever video.
Really?
On YouTube. Yeah. And she was like, would you mind if I give you a shout out in it? And I was like, of course not. Like, why would I mind? Like, what spurred you into wanting to make videos? And she went, well, you did. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, seriously?
How'd that make you feel?
Like a proud father. No, I don't know. It made me feel like in myself really uncomfortable because I was like, well, someone's decided to do something because of me. Like, ugh.
I think my proudest moment in YouTube was making Phil be like shit himself.
Yep. And he's had that many, many times.
That's lovely.
Yeah. James has also made me shit myself on my channel.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not even on my channel. It's on yours, Kyle.
Yeah, the shark.
Yeah. We played a game called Depth. And,
I've heard of it.
Yeah, James was playing as a shark, and I was just constantly living in fear and terror. And at one point, I actually went fetal on my bed.
No, the best part of it though
that
is
was fun.
I'm just literally on my own, just like, okay, I'm just gonna get treasure. All I hear is, no. I turn around. That's Phil.
Nope,
that's
Phil's
awesome.
Phil's dead. Keep getting treasure. And James was purposely
amazing.
he was trying to get me, and somehow Phil would end up in the jaws every time.
Every time.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's like a whole video
all right.
where you get attacked.
Brilliant. I need to play that game.
Oh,
right, there's a few more questions. In fact, there's quite a few questions actually. So
I
I'm gonna have to
have got
carry
two
on.
more questions.
Shall I do? Because I think I've got because I want to make sure I don't miss out that many.
I'm looking at both of them so I can see how many questions.
So let me just drop this one in because this will be a nice quick one actually.
Go on.
Brooke Sings and Stuff asks, how tired were you all during the New Year's stream? It was freaking awesome and funny stream, but it was like 2 a.m. for y'all.
Yeah.
Well, how tired? Because I know you guys were tired because you backed out. I was still ready to party. I was.
I was still up until about 5 o'clock in the morning.
I think I was thinking about it.
I was up till like 4.
So why did you stop
You
then?
fell asleep first, Kyle.
Yeah.
What are you on?
I fell asleep first, hugging my bottle of whiskey. Leave me alone.
Yeah, that is true. He did
Love-hate
that.
relationship.
Yeah, I don't know why.
They're
It
upset.
just felt like
Yeah,
it just felt like we came to a natural close to the live stream.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
I
I
think-
actually caught my second wind after we ended it, which
I
didn't
think
help.
I think that happens. To be fair, I really do
Yeah.
think, and I can guarantee that after this podcast has ended, we'll all be thinking, "Oh shit, I could have said this, could have said that," and you know, that's
Yeah.
just the natural. That's just the game, isn't it? In the end.
I still think
But yeah.
that's not the worst thing Phil's walked down and saw me sleeping with anyway.
No,
That's nice.
no, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. And James wasn't tired. I mean, James
no, I wasn't tired at all.
you have this innate ability. I don't know how, but you probably sleep less than any person I know,
He's naturally tired. all
and
the
still
time.
function.
He's always
Amazing.
tired because he's a
Yeah, I'm always tired, so I'm just used to
He's
it.
a vegetarian.
Yeah.
He doesn't get like.
He's a sloth.
Not quite. It's not quite Kyle.
Hey,
That's mean, man.
no.
Hey, we'll start the podcast at 12. Bang on 12. Kyle comes online.
To be fair, that was impressive. That was.
Yeah,
I
it was.
I gave you props for that. I thought, wow,
I
that's
watched it.
efficiency.
As soon as the time on my PC ticked over from 11:59 to 12, it was like boom, Kyle's online.
Amazing.
It's brilliant.
Do you know what I actually did?
I-
I woke up. I'm like,
1,
it's
2,
10 o'clock. I can get a bit more sleep.
Dude.
And then
If I can see,
looked up.
looking at my sorry
Go on.
guys, on my my page, I've got 1, 2, 3, about 4 more questions. So shall we do like a quick fire one?
Go on.
Just because to speed things up. Okay,
Yeah.
Greg Jones, he goes, what was the game what you had the most fun with in 2016? I'm straight away going to shoot for Overwatch. I fucking love Overwatch. It is the game Overwatch and Doom.
Oh,
Overwatch
no,
and Doom
admit,
for me.
Doom was a lot of fun, but I think for me personally, it was Final Fantasy 15. I fucking adore that game, and it's so beautiful.
It's not technically a 2016 game, but it's the. It kind of is the Dark Souls DLC.
To be fair, that's a good shout.
Mm.
I thought it was what Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3 DLC.
I just think I think it was a bit too short in my liking.
It was short, but they're still going to release more.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, and to be fair, the end boss. Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
No
Oh.
spoilers, no spoilers. I've not done it yet because I'm shit at Dark
Then
Souls.
get on it.
yeah,
I'm
Dude.
sorry, I'm so bad.
We can help you if you want us to.
yeah.
Yes, that may be.
I
needed.
haven't got a full-on answer for this question, but it goes. This is from
Oh, hang
Kimmy.
on, James. What game did you
Oh,
have
yeah,
most
sorry.
fun with?
It's probably split between two. One from last year, one from earlier. Pokemon Sun and Dokapon Kingdom.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
Probably the
Dokapon
games I had most
Kingdom.
fun with.
Fuck Dokapon Kingdom.
It was fun.
Look,
Come on.
It was very
For those
fun.
of you who don't know, Dokapon Kingdom is basically a RPG Mario Party where you really get fucked over.
Fuck Dokapon
Every
Kingdom.
time.
Wow.
Fuck the Squilla. Fuck Rochambeau.
Enough. Just shush.
Anyway,
Save
yeah.
it for later.
So, next question.
Okay, so this is from Kimmy Cat. Shout out to you, Kimmy Cat. She's one of the most supportive fans I've got on Twitter. Like, always messages me and all that. She's super duper cool, and she's just actually started her own YouTube channel too. So I'll have
hey.
to link you guys. And you know when I said about for the chili challenge to build myself
was
up,
her
and
giving you
it was
tips.
her, yeah.
Yeah.
Her question is, and I haven't got 5 for this, but what are your top 5 most anticipated games of 2017?
Okay. Does someone want to go first? Because I need to think.
Okay, I can tell you. A couple.
It's kind of hard, isn't
No, I
it?
can tell you a couple straight off the bat. Kingdom Hearts 3,
Yeah.
Mhm.
For Honor,
Yes.
Naiho.
Oh, Neo.
Yeah,
Neo.
Neo. Sorry.
Yeah, the PS4 sort
It's
of Samurai Dark Souls.
No, it's Nai and then Naiho.
No.
Night so it's Neo.
Oh right, fair enough.
Oh.
I'm an idiot. We all already know this. Obviously, the new Ghost Recon.
Mm.
And to top it all off, South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, that's good.
Hell yeah.
That is good.
Yeah, that's a very good shout.
I
to
had
be fair.
so much fun with Stick of Truth.
Just because it
James,
is
what about
South
yourself?
Park.
Yeah.
I've got 2 games, a DLC, and a possible 4th game that I'm interested in.
Perfect.
Go on.
There's Breath of the Wild, obviously.
Yes.
Mario Odyssey,
Mm-hmm.
which looks brilliant.
Yep.
Whatever the second Dark Souls DLC is going to be.
Yep.
And then possibly Fire Emblem Warriors, which was only briefly shown.
Yeah, very briefly shown. I think I've got my 5, lads. So there's Mario Odyssey and Zelda Breath of the Wild, just because I feel it's been far too long since a full-on Mario game came out.
Yeah, proper 3D Mario game.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Like the last proper one was Super Mario Galaxy 2
Yeah.
on the Wii.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's about time we got one. Zelda Breath of the Wild, because obviously big ass Zelda fan over here. I've got Xenoblade 2,
Nice.
which I'm very much looking forward to, because I'm still enjoying Xenoblade 1. I've got South Park, I've got to say, because even though I was a little bit left down with the last one, I feel this one probably has more to it, because I think they got the impression that there was too little in the last one, so I think they are actually doing it on a bigger scale now.
I like how they made Kenny a main protagonist in this one,
Amazing.
Yeah.
because they didn't do it in the series till he became the superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah,
it's like,
true.
because it is about the superheroes, it's like him.
Kenny can be the main one, and Kenny was my favourite South Park character.
Yeah. And I think my final game, like 5th game that I'm looking forward to this year, is Nier Automata.
Yeah.
I played the
Yeah.
demo of it, and it's fantastic.
It's really
Is that
good.
the one with
What
the thingy where people saying there's a picture of a butthole or something? No,
I'm not sure.
I don't know,
I've seen
actually.
no.
All I know is that I played the original Nier on the 360 when I was at university, and I loved it. And now their sequel's coming out, and I'm like, yes, come on, get in. So I can't wait to play that.
It does look really cool, to be fair.
And Dave,
God, I had to remind myself what's coming out. Okay, starting from the one that's coming out closest, I
Go on.
am really looking forward to Resident Evil 7.
oh shit, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I had a feeling that all of you would go, oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's 10 days.
The only reason I'm interested in Resi 7 is this is a new way of them doing it. Well,
Yeah.
sort of. And the last time we did something new, we had Resident Evil 4.
Mm-hmm.
So
And that was brilliant.
So for me, and I think Resident 4 is the best one out of all of them. Apart from 2. 2 and 4 are very similar, and then Resident Evil Remake is very good too.
Yeah.
But for me, and I've played a demo, because it's different, that's why I'm interested. I don't know how the mechanic's going to work. I don't know how it's going to go for the actual gameplay side of it, but because they're doing something different and very Texas Chainsaw Massacre-ish, I'm really,
intriguing.
really into it.
It's something that I can't help but feel excited about.
Yeah, and exactly. There's more. Red Dead Redemption 2, man. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The only reason I
Damn.
give that response is because when I was playing through Red Dead Redemption 1, my game got glitched. So
Really?
every time I loaded up my save file, it was a game-killing bug as well. I could not progress because after a set amount of time, John Marston would sink through the floor and stop moving. That was it.
That
And
made
was
the
like
game even
halfway
better.
through the game, so I was like, there is no way I'm playing through the first half of that game again.
Yeah.
So I just stopped. So I don't know if they can work out any game-killing bugs like that, then fair enough.
I'm hoping this game is as good as it looked on, I think it was the E3, I can't remember now, but Days Gone.
Oh god, yeah. That looks so good.
That
looks
looks
terrifying.
really cool. I just like, because have you guys watched, even though it's not a good movie, what's the movie with Brad Pitt in?
World War Z.
World War Z.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a very good movie, the fact that the zombies were climbing over each other,
And that's what they do in this. It's
that's what excited
terrifying.
me about it, and the fact that there's so many, and you literally are going, how the fuck am I going to handle this kind of situation?
Yeah.
Is I think
stay
that's
on the
one of the
move.
reasons. Yeah, exactly. Is that free for me right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a couple. Okay, one will be Death Stranding. Like,
Yep.
I don't know if that's 2017, but
Let's assume it is so far.
yeah, but yeah, Death Stranding's incredible. I'm just looking forward to seeing how it all goes. To be fair, and the last one for me is just because of the trailer, and they played with the audio cue of the guitar, The Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah.
When the guitar started going, I got like shivers. It's really weird, but I literally was
got
like,
a
"Oh
full-on
shit!" I was at half mast.
Oh man, like, and Crash Bandicoot remastered as well. Like
Yeah.
this year is going to be fairly decent for gaming,
There's
I
a new
think.
Digimon game coming out this month as well.
Oh god, yeah, there is. It
Amazing.
was out on the same day as Resi 7.
Well, that's not going to work then, is it?
Nope.
Jesus,
Resi. Sorry.
Oh, unfortunately.
Friday the 13th, the game as well.
Oh yeah, that's early
Oh
2017.
shit, the new Sonics as well. Mania and Project.
Yep. They're this year.
Jeez.
Forgot about
There was a
those.
lot this year.
There's a lot. My wallet's going to suffer. I've got to move out as well. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Right, I've got... Let's go for... Okay, so let's have a look. What are your goals of 2017? That's a real... sorry, that's from Francie British GT. What a weird name. What are your goals for 2017? Mine is just to grow my schools, as in martial arts schools, and grow my channel. I'm going to make that quick.
Mine is pretty much the same again. Grow my channel and also get writing more comedy sketches.
Nice.
Upload more?
Nice.
Yep.
I haven't really figured mine out yet.
That's cool. There's a personal question for me saying, will I play Outlast 2? Yes, I definitely will.
I
that's
have
all
a
I'm gonna
question
say.
here from Band Creations.
Yeah. Yes, band.
What would be worse, having to live in a box in the middle of nowhere with 100-degree heat and it's always sunny with no rain, or listening to Justin Bieber's Baby for a week straight?
Listen to Justin Bieber's Baby for a week straight.
Yeah, I have to agree, because you can die, I guess, by listening into it, but
You hang
don't-
yourself after listening to it.
you can hang yourself.
I'd take the box.
Yeah. You take the
Yeah,
box.
I would live in a box.
I would befriend a little scorpion
Yeah.
who would be my friend, and he would always have my back, and anytime anything threatened me, he would just crawl up them and stab them.
He'll be called Scott.
Yeah, Scott the Scorpion.
That's amazing. Have any of you guys got any questions? I'm pretty sure I'm done with questions right now. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah.
I have
that
one left,
Go for it.
and it's from Dark Oracle Girl.
Great name.
Who says, "Okay, here's a question. Not sure if you guys could use it for your podcast or not. Blah, blah, blah. We are doing, so there you go. What would you say is the best gear for starting YouTubers from your personal experience?"
Oh, that's actually kind of difficult, because I went in deep. Like, I got myself a brand new gaming PC. I've got
I would say
I got
a decent
everything.
PC and a decent mic. That's all you really need to begin with.
I agree. I mean,
Yeah,
it might not just be. I mean, you can actually just get yourself a decent PC, record yourself gaming, and get your phone and use that to record your voice as well. Like,
Yeah.
if you really want to go as bare bones as you want, then you can do anything. I mean, I think when it comes to it, it's just get started with whatever you got.
It's literally like, if you have a PC, get OBS because it's a free recording software.
Yep.
Have an okay-ish mic. Yeah, at the beginning, if your mic's a bit like fuzzy or something like that, that's going to happen because you're at the beginning and you're going to obviously
Exactly.
get better.
yeah.
But after you
I mean,
grow,
there,
you can
there are obviously.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kyle. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
There are obviously mics like the Blue Yeti, the Snowball, like that are decent, fairly cheap, and they do the job. I mean, I was using a shitty little £13 microphone off Amazon
Yes, he was.
Amazing.
for the longest time.
Yeah, and it was still good quality.
It was surprisingly good quality. You'll be amazed at the stuff that you can find for cheap on Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon is your friend when it comes to buying equipment. if you want to use a webcam, there's only one that I'm going to suggest here, just because it's the one that I have. It's the one that a lot of YouTubers use. It's the Logitech C920.
Yep. Exactly what I've got.
I've got it
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
I think
Kyle's
for
got
me,
it, I've got it, you've got it, Dave. Markiplier
Perfect.
uses it. So many people use this particular webcam.
I just think with
You
me,
got one more question, Dave. I'm looking at your things now.
which one is it? Sorry,
Dainty Destroyer. Have you asked that one?
Dainty Destroyer. How big is? No, I'm kidding. What made you start YouTube? Oh yeah, good spot. Thank you.
No worries.
What made you start YouTube? Did you have a YouTuber that was a great inspiration? The big three: Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and PewDiePie. They were my inspiration. If I'm being honest.
Now you see, for me it was Marky Moo and the Game Grumps.
Oh, Game Grumps, yes.
Yeah, they really made me want to do it, and I've been told, I've had the fortune of having this comment thrown at me a couple of times, that when I've got other people on my channel with me, it's reminiscent for some people as watching a Game Grumps episode.
Perfect.
And that is fucking brilliant for me.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So-
The reason why I started doing YouTube, because apparently I'm funny when I play games.
Yes.
That's always a good one.
And
My mum always says I'm funny.
no, it's like Phil. Apparently, because of the whole no filter,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say
It's
random stuff and
genius.
it's funny. But the greatest inspiration I had for YouTube was obviously Jacksepticeye,
Yep.
Nogla,
Yeah.
and the Let's Play group Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Funhouse fan more than Achievement Hunter.
Get out.
Dude, no, you said the wrong thing now.
Get out.
Uh,
Get out.
I'll do my own podcast next week. Just a one person jerking yourself podcast. All right. So my question to you guys to close. Oh, you done by the way, Phil? Sorry.
Yeah. That was all I had on this end.
All right. My question for you guys is: what is your most memorable gaming experience or
Ever?
moment? Yeah.
Okay. I've got a
So,
couple.
Phil,
Are
you
we
have to go first
gonna
because
go
I want to
deep?
put you under pressure. Yeah, man.
Alright.
This is the last bit. Let's go deep.
All right, that's fine. Putting me on the spot. Right, so I've got a couple, but I think for me, there's only one that I can say is like the be-all and end-all of gaming moments for me. And it actually comes from like a personal place, and it's the reason I've got a certain tattoo on my arm. Is because Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, in my mind, a brilliant game. Loved it when it came out. Loved the 3D re-release and stuff like that. Just beautiful. And that is the last game that I sat and played through with my dad.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is deep, man.
yeah, dude. So, someone else.
About to say mine's not as deep as that. Fucking hell.
Tailspin.
Like, he didn't go anywhere. He just became a bit of an asshole, but you know.
Yeah.
Tailspin
I can
on
vouch for
the Sega. Playing through
Oh, dude.
it with my granddad.
Fucking Sega.
Around about 6 months before he passed away.
Wow. I feel so bad.
You see, that's the
I
thing
brought
about
it up.
gaming. That's the thing about gaming is the fact that like you can have these really memorable moments that involve games, and it's not because of a particular moment in a game. It's because of your experience at the time of playing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
And
James.
obviously, I've still got that game because I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Never really had a big experience with a family member because none of my family are really gamers. Like,
Yeah.
my dad plays games occasionally, but I suppose for me it'd be when I first played Wind Waker because, like, that was my first 3D Zelda that I played, and it was just amazing going out into that big world, just being able to explore.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And that is
Nah.
the feeling you get when you first play a 3D Zelda, is like just the world at your
Yeah.
disposal there.
I think that's one thing I do like about games when it's a case of here's your world, do whatever you want, and
Yeah.
that's it. And then you
Sort of
create your own
business
thing. I
alive.
think that's why Minecraft was so gigantic,
Yeah.
really,
Oh yeah.
because it's
That was
literally a
huge.
create your own adventure. Like I don't think there's any other personification of create your own adventure than Minecraft. And I think that's why it was such a iconic game. But for me, it's not actually me playing. I know it sounds weird because I have got gaming experiences where I've enjoyed completing the game or this is funny or whatever it is. But there's a moment, and it'll always be in my head, is when I watched my older brother, play Resident Evil 1. And
this can only be good.
And it is the specific scene of, you know, when you obviously get into the mansion, and the first thing you always do is check the front door, and as you check the front door, the dogs try and come in and like was barking, all that kind of thing. We're all bloodied up and all that kind of thing. And I remember watching my brother play that specific moment, and I shat myself. Yeah. And for that night, I remember walking around my house, making sure the windows were completely closed, the curtains were drawn, and the doors were locked, just to make sure that, just on the off chance that my neighbour's dog's going to go fucking feral, that I'm no joke. So I think for me, that is the most memorable, and it's not even me gaming, but as a specific moment. Yeah, I mean, my mother, my mum, she would destroy Spyro games all the time. And what was it? Croc.
Oh, dude, Croc
and
amazing.
Gex. Croc and Gex, man. Jeez. And then
Jumping Jerry Springer.
And then there was one moment where I remember my dad talking to me about like shouldn't be gaming and all this kind of thing for ages. And once I went to mum, was like, "Oh, where's Dad?" And you go, "Oh, he's in the garage." And my dad's like a bit of a grafter, like he'll go out and chop. It's like a manly man, like DIY guy and all that. Went to the shed, and he'd moved the family TV into the shed and set up the PlayStation 2, maybe PlayStation 1, I can't remember. And he got the steering wheel, and he was playing.
Nice.
He was playing a driving game. And I walked in, looked at him, and just went, "Awesome." And then just walked out. I walked back in, like I completely understood. But he was like, he looked really shocked at me. Like his eyes was like, "Oh shit." But it's a really cool moment, to be fair.
It's the opposite for me. My mum says games are a waste of space. My pop says they're fun as fuck.
That's interesting.
But the reason why I actually got into games was because of my dad, and he had this was back when we had dial-up and stuff like that, so, you know.
Hell yeah.
And it was really old computers. Do you remember the first Duke Nukem game?
Hell yeah.
My dad let me play that.
Oh my god.
I think I played Doom before Duke.
But literally, I was playing the first Duke Nukem game. And then my dad's, basically I'm just killing them and stuff like that. And my dad turns to me and goes, "It's fun playing games, but focus on your schoolwork as well. But also don't," my dad says, "Games are for fun, but you don't act like you're doing games." So he was telling me, have fun in this game and do whatever you want in the game. But in real life, don't grab a gun and shoot a cop.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or something like this. He was basically trying to teach me, you can have fun in games, but don't act like you're doing games in real life.
Yeah, and I think it's a bit of a bigger subject, but you know when people talk about game violence or create violence in the real world, it's such bollocks, because your dad just proves it there. Like, if you've got a responsible parent, you'll be fine. Yeah. Like, and I think it's kind of crazy.
Well,
but
that's the thing.
I'm about to say, I think it'll be time to finish very soon.
I do have one question to ask you all.
Yeah.
Go for it, man.
Go on.
If you could be one character from any game, who would it be and why?
Oh, shit.
Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, because he's so broken as a concept. Like, it's unbelievable.
Mine would be the player-created character from Dark Souls.
Because it's so broken, it's unbelievable.
No.
Wait. Would it be the random presets where you're just clicking random over and over again? Or
like the character you create for the first time? For the reason, you are given a goal, and you do not give up till you perceive that goal. But then you're continuously doing it, and you're in a constant cycle. But you were given one goal, and you will fight through it. Even if you keep dying, you'll respawn and keep going back to try and get that one specific goal done.
I see. Yeah. That's cool.
You put yourself for a natural target to free the world of the gods or help the world or something like this. Because you got that one target, you fight through anything. You fight through getting stabbed, poisoned. Like in Dark Souls 1, you go through Blighttown, which is the fucking hell on earth.
Oh god, yeah.
To get to Quelaag and stuff like that. But then, in other times when you defeat a boss, you feel sorry for it through the way it was actually created, like Ceaseless Discharge.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ceaseless
yeah.
Discharge was a creation because his mother fucked up.
Yeah, that's right.
And he, you can see it on his face. He's upset. He's emotional and stuff
Yep.
like that. And it's a good game. And
It's also the easiest boss.
It is
Yeah.
the easiest boss. If you know what to do.
yeah, and
Yeah.
the obviously
Go in, run back.
the DLC cutscene with Sif
Aye.
is heartbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. You can tell that you prepared yourself for that question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So James,
James.
what about you?
Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yep.
I knew it. Amazing. Trevor from GTA 5. Seriously, man. Imagine just being that much of a gangster where you just don't give a fuck.
He truly does not give a fuck.
That's it. Yeah, Trevor.
Oh my god! Imagine saying, "Oh yeah, ditto," because it means I get to fuck everything. That's Ditto's only reason for being in the Pokemon universe.
Amazing.
Fuck everything. Anyways,
All
I
right.
do believe you are right, Dave. I do believe we're out of time. Thank
Yes.
you guys. If you've made it to the end of this podcast, go you. Top score
Yeah,
to you.
fair
10 points
play.
to Gryffindor.
God help
But
you.
we love you so much if you have made it this far.
And when
we
you go to
can't-
hell, they'll keep playing this podcast over and over.
Yeah, this is all you'll hear on repeat. Just this one episode of the podcast.
Damn
just
straight.
over and over and over again. But thank you so much for joining us for this. And we really hope that you are excited for the next one.
Shout out your names, boys.
My name is Lynchy Kyle, also known as Kyle.
I'm James, Chaos Shadow Zero.
Best game.
I'm Phil TheKryl.
I'm Whiskey and the Jam Jar.
Dave.
Or
Or
Dave.
Dave.
Oh, Dave.
And
Yeah.
this has been the Circle Jerk podcast. And we'll see you next time.
Adios, guys.
Peace out.
Bye, everybody.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.